buttons.
Dude, it's dangerous getting better flights,
Bro.
So here's what happened to us and how we fell into that danger zone was we on YouTube there wasn't a lot of overhead, so you needed write-offs.
Yeah.
So the accountant was like, spend money on trips when you fly. So we're like, all right, that adds up. You start in first class, then you start in those pods, and then you can't go back.
No,
you
there's no
cannot go back. Sounds like such a jerk thing to talk about, but like, dude,
I'll let you know on the way back how it is going back because
experienced
I'll be in the back
we
on
had,
the way.
We had the sweet pods all the way to Detroit, and then turns out to get to Columbus, there's no pods. There's barely like bus seats.
Yep.
We were in 18D and E and B back by the bathroom, and I have not sat. This sounds very like pompous, but I just don't do it. Like I will spend any amount of money to not have restless legs.
Yeah.
Kicking around.
And that happens when you, you're fine until you experience it.
Yep.
Then
Then you're
game
broken
over.
forever.
It's like flying helicopters, dude.
It is very similar to flying.
Well, I got to get in my
helicopters.
car and drive.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Drive where?
oh, God, I had to drive here to.
Yeah, no,
Disgusting.
The thing now is which helicopter are we taking?
Honestly,
that's
when you-
the conversation
when you
we have
think
now.
about
Is
it,
which
roads
which
were
one are we
built for
taking?
peasants.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Jeez.
Jeez, OP.
Clip it.
That was a good podcast, guys.
Well, that's the end of the show.
Speaking of Ohio, right? This is my first. I've been to pretty much every state. I don't think I've been to Ohio, right?
No,
we haven't been here.
Welcome.
I didn't know whether we were driving into a Disney movie set or like an M. Night Shyamalan movie. It felt like a little bit of both. It was like really enchanting, but at the same time too enchanting. Like there's some, so for example, something very strange stood out. Coming through town, just nobody's out, nobody's about, nobody's doing anything. Next thing you know, a couple of old timers, 75-year-old dudes, just, the guys that you would see at the pool doing aerobics or something, they're out there playing the meanest game of horse you've ever seen.
Yeah.
With impeccable form, dude. Windbreakers and all.
For sure.
It was a
Larry Bird.
scheduled basketball date, is
Listen,
what I'm saying.
those
Like,
two guys,
do you know them?
they are out there every day.
Hooping it up.
Every day.
It was awesome.
Actually, if they're not out there, I'm worried something happens.
It was
to them.
inspirational.
Dude, it's awesome.
Because the dedication, like the form was what really got me. As we drove by, out of the corner of our eye, we see a swoosh. Yeah. And it's like,
Oh, they don't miss.
You
bro.
could hear it.
Well,
through the car.
those kids are getting down.
Echo through the canyon.
Yeah, you know you're here when I know the two guys you're talking about. That's
Yeah.
how small this area is.
well, that's the only two people we saw in the
Really
way
nice
here, so, yeah.
windbreaker too.
Great windbreakers. I don't know if the swoosh was from the swoosh or from the windbreaker.
Those two guys are about it. That's all we got.
Well,
here.
that's a
know.
lot. You should be pretty proud of that.
You got one cool dude that's cruising around in like a mid-90s Subaru Outback with a hood stack and a
We did see Mr.
flapper
Ohio
on top.
on the way here. Yeah.
Ohio.
Yeah, I think he was headed to the pageant, actually. It was funny. We were driving along, minding our own business on your terrible roads, by the way. The potholes are just like
Dude.
out of control.
Yeah.
And I'm like, guys, look behind us. I'm pretty sure there's a Subaru with a hood stack, a snorkel, a light bar, and what else did
The
he
tractor
have?
flapper.
A winch. He had he had a winch, and he
I
had
don't know this car.
Yeah,
don't
it's
know
the
this
mayor.
car.
think he's the
you
mayor.
will.
Maybe an out-of-towner, dude.
Yeah, you probably think it's a plane when he's going by because it was loud. So yeah, he was just, and then we got in the right lane for him to pass, and you could hear him passing for like 45 minutes, just wrapped out, and then he comes by us and he's not really moving very fast, but hood stack just
But looking sweet.
flapped to the sky.
Oh, yeah.
And
Sweet.